In September 2022, a single network breach ripped the most closely guarded project in gaming wide open, just months after Rockstar quietly confirmed GTA 6 was in development and offered almost nothing else. From that point forward, everything we know about Grand Theft Auto 6 has been split into two categories: what Rockstar has actually confirmed and what the world pieced together without them. Drawing that line is exactly where this story begins. On February 4th, 2022, Rockstar Games broke years of silence with a brief post on its official newswire. The studio confirmed that active development for the next entry in the Grand Theft Auto series was well underway. It was a statement of raw corporate restraint. Rockstar didn't share a title, a logo, a setting, or a target release window. No platforms were listed, and no gameplay footage accompanied the text. Instead, the developer focused on its goal to move past what had been delivered before, leaving millions of players with a single verified fact: the game existed. This sparse confirmation established Rockstar as the absolute controller of information. By revealing only that the project was active, the company created an immediate information vacuum. For years, players had relied on industry rumors to track progress. Now, the official gates were open, but nothing was coming through them. This deliberate silence forced the community to look closer, parsing corporate earnings reports and scanning social channels for the slightest hint. The studio's tight grip on the project ensured that any official update would be treated like a monumental event, starting a high-stakes waiting game where Rockstar held all the cards and the audience held only questions. On September 18, 2022, Rockstar's wall of secrecy was breached. An anonymous poster using the alias TpoTuberHacker uploaded 90 video files to an online community forum. This upload contained roughly 50 minutes of unfinished pre-alpha gameplay footage, map fragments, and vehicle models. The intruder also accessed and downloaded proprietary source code for Grand Theft Auto 5 and the early codebase of the next entry. These stolen files presented a raw, unpolished look inside an active development pipeline filled with debugging text, placeholder menus, and early animation tests. Industry reporters quickly verified the assets as authentic, calling it one of the biggest leaks in video game history. 2 days later, on September 20th, 2022, Rockstar Games issued an official statement. They confirmed a network intrusion where an unauthorized third party had illegally accessed and downloaded confidential systems. The studio expressed deep disappointment that details of their next project were shared in this manner, but assured players that active development would continue as planned without long-term disruptions to their live services. Meanwhile, parent company Take-Two Interactive launched immediate copyright takedown notices across the internet, scrubbing the stolen footage from social media and video sharing platforms. The legal fallout was swift. Federal investigators and British law enforcement tracked the breach to an 18-year-old named Ariane Kurtage, an active member of the Lapsus hacking group. British courts later sentenced Kurtage to an indefinite hospital order, highlighting the serious criminal nature of the security breach. This illegal intrusion completely altered the public conversation. It shifted the community's focus from vague industry rumors to actual stolen evidence. While the footage showed a female protagonist in a coastal setting resembling Vice City, these details remained unconfirmed by official sources. Rockstar refused to validate any specific gameplay mechanics seen in the leak, keeping their official marketing plans entirely separate. The public now had access to a large collection of raw development data, but they still lacked an official, verified vision of the game. On December 4th, 2023, Rockstar Games bypassed a scheduled premiere and published the first official trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6 early, responding to an unauthorized leak of the footage online. Set to Tom Petty's Love is a Long Road, the 90-second video instantly shifted the public landscape from speculative theories to verified reality. After years of silence, the studio finally gave the game an official face and a concrete identity. The reveal centered heavily on Lucia, introduced on screen as a convicted felon in a prison uniform, establishing her as the first officially named protagonist in the game's history. Through her, Rockstar grounded the narrative, focusing on her perspective rather than a fully detailed criminal partnership. Beyond her introduction, the trailer validated the long-standing community expectation of a return to a modern-day Vice City, showing neon-lit coastal streets, sprawling beaches, and crowded clubs. But the scope of the world extended past the city limits. The trailer officially introduced Leonida, a fictionalized state surrounding Vice City, expanding the playable environment into rural wetlands, coastal keys, and industrial zones. This world felt distinctly modern, dominated by social media feeds, smartphone live streams, and viral platform mechanics that mirrored modern culture. Rather than addressing the 2022 breach directly, Rockstar let the footage speak for itself. The trailer confirmed that the previously leaked assets were indeed part of a highly polished final vision, while simultaneously establishing a baseline for what was officially verified versus what remained community gossip. This landmark release concluded with a major corporate milestone, an official release window of fall 2025, giving millions of players a concrete point on the horizon and proving that the highly anticipated sequel was no longer just a project in development, but a tangible reality. On May 2nd, 2025, Rockstar Games updated its official newswire to announce a schedule adjustment, moving the target release window from late 2025 to May 26, 2026. 4 days later, on May 6, 2025, the studio published its second official trailer. This release altered public understanding of the project, turning a broad sense of place into a character-driven narrative. While the initial reveal focused on establishing the atmosphere of Leonida, this second trailer introduced the concrete identities of the dual protagonists. For the first time, official marketing materials identified the leads by their full names, Jason Duvall and Lucia Caminos. This detail established them as the undisputed focus of the game's campaign and marketing. The new footage reframed the entire project, moving away from environmental sweeps and centering on the relationship and cooperative dynamics between these two characters. The May update also redefined expectations surrounding the timeline. The shift to a May 26, 2026 release date provided a firm anchor for Take-Two Interactive's fiscal planning, replacing the broader fall 2025 estimate. This change was accompanied by new visual assets, including screenshots of suburban environments and updated vehicle models, which gave the community actual game systems to analyze. Consequently, the public conversation changed. Instead of asking what the game was, players and industry analysts began examining the specific shape the final product would take. The focus turned to how the dual character system would function in missions, how the environment would support their partnership, and how the revised development timeline would impact the final polish. Through this single marketing push, Rockstar established the definitive framework for the game's leads and gave the world a new, concrete target date. On June 19, 2026, Rockstar Games launched an interactive world map on its official website, transforming the fragmented environments shown in previous trailers into a concrete, measurable territory. With this release, the state of Leonida became a named, structured geography instead of a collection of cinematic backdrops. Instead of relying on coordinate systems from the 2022 leaks or matching landmarks from trailer frames, the public could now trace the official boundaries of the playable sandbox. The interactive layout established the spatial relationship between Leonida's key districts. It officially mapped the iconic coast of Vice Beach, connecting the urban neon of Vice City to the industrial sectors of Vice-Dale County. Past the city center, the map defined the suburban grid of Leonard County, tracing roads that led toward the state's rural interior. It also confirmed the location of Waning Sands, a desolate, wild expanse, and identified the high-security compound of the Leonida State Penitentiary. By providing this official overview, Rockstar drew a clear line between verified territory and community extrapolation. For years, fans had built elaborate speculative maps based on high-altitude trailer shots and data-mined files. The June 2026 update replaced these fan-made guesses with verified, readable terrain. While early community projects had predicted hypothetical highway loops and hidden mountain ranges, the actual map focused on a highly dense multi-county playground designed to scale. It turned the setting into a physical reality, allowing players to analyze real roads, water channels, and county borders, proving that the world of the next Grand Theft Auto was no longer just an ambitious project, but a fully realized place. The physical geography of Leonida supports a dense network of active, functioning systems. Official promotional materials confirm that exploration extends far past the open pavement and into a massive number of indoor spaces, with Rockstar supporting over 700 enterable interiors. These locations, which include local convenience stores, high-security facilities, multi-level nightclubs, and personal apartments, are filled with interactive items that make the indoor spaces feel as functional as the outdoor environment. Movement across these spaces relies on a broad selection of transit options. Rockstar has verified a massive range of vehicle classes, including high-performance sports cars like the GTX, heavy off-road trucks like the Vulcan, motorbikes, speedboats, passenger planes, and helicopters. This diverse selection suggests distinct handling models tailored for different terrains, moving far past a single narrow driving style. On the ground, the environment functions as a living habitat where animal life is integrated directly into the world. Flocks of seagulls fly over coastal shorelines, active crocodiles swim through rural waterways, and stray dogs wander suburban streets, creating an environment that feels alive. The human elements of Leonida operate through highly reactive programming. Pedestrians and police forces rely on adaptive AI rather than static, preset loops. Crowds react instantly to changing conditions, scattering in panic at the sound of gunfire, recording street fights on their devices, or gathering outside popular venues. Police cruisers actively coordinate during chases, adapting their paths to block roads and corner suspects. This modern setting relies heavily on virtual communication. The in-game phone interface includes active apps, live streaming video feeds, and a dedicated platform named GTA 6 Social. Pedestrians constantly interact with their phones, and players can listen to radio broadcasts on foot without stopping their movement. The transparent user interface supports this immersion, displaying a circular minimap, health bars, and weapon tracking. Survival and personal style are tied to visible physical equipment. Characters carry a distinct arsenal of handguns, assault rifles, and melee weapons, complete with detailed reloading animations and ammo tracking. Outfits are highly customizable, showing detailed gear like tactical vests and leather jackets. All of these systems operate under shifting weather patterns, where heavy rainstorms and natural day-to-night transitions alter visibility, vehicle traction, and pedestrian behavior, making the world feel constantly active and unpredictable. For months, a decentralized network of fans worked to piece together Leonida's geography using coordinate data from the 2022 leaks and frames from the official trailers. This community-led mapping project operated in a gray zone, relying on mathematical estimation to reconstruct a world that Rockstar had not yet revealed. Some of these deductions proved remarkably accurate. Data miners identified references to a subway system running beneath the streets of Vice City long before the second trailer confirmed its existence. Yet this process of collective deduction also produced substantial errors. Speculations surrounding a massive northern landmass, referred to in forum circles as the State of Gloriana, never materialized in any official asset. While the community successfully identified specific urban landmarks and highway coordinates, their grander structural theories remained entirely unsupported. The collective effort showed an impressive ability to find specific data points, but it also demonstrated how easily raw speculation could be mistaken for official design, highlighting the constant need to separate verified evidence from fan imagination. On June 25, 2026, Rockstar Games opened global pre-orders for Grand Theft Auto 6 across the PlayStation Store, the Xbox Store, and its own digital launcher. For console players, this step solidified the countdown to the November 19, 2026 release date, offering a base edition at $79.99 and an Ultimate Edition at $99.99. Yet this official commercial rollout also left several massive gaps in the public's understanding of the final product. The PC version remains completely absent from this pre-order campaign. Rockstar has still not announced a PC release date, leaving the platform's launch timeline entirely unconfirmed. Aside from hardware platforms, major structural questions about the game's economics and multiplayer systems remain completely unanswered. Rockstar has not issued a single official statement regarding how the existing GTA Online ecosystem will connect with this new entry, or if a separate iteration of the multiplayer platform is in development. Similarly, no official post-launch DLC roadmap exists, leaving future story expansions or live service plans unconfirmed. By opening pre-orders on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S while keeping these core features unannounced, Rockstar continues to control its message, keeping the focus entirely on the single-player campaign and leaving the eventual fate of the game's multiplayer future as an open question. As we approach the November 2026 release, The boundary between official marketing and collective community dissection has permanently dissolved. GTA 6 is no longer just a highly anticipated sequel, it is a live case study in how modern mythologies are built in the digital age. The countdown to Leonida is finally real. What do you think will define your first steps in Vice City? Share your thoughts below.